Hello and welcome. This is Westwater Canyon on the Colorado River in between Grand Junction, Colorado and Moab, Utah. The flows are 2700 CFS and this is July 29th, 2022. This first rapid is Marble Canyon. It is one of the longer rapids within the section, but it's pretty straightforward, read and run. You've got some holes and you've got some waves to kind of square up with and run down the right side. We were running one oar rig and one kayak out in front, and our kayaker, as he was eddying out, got a little bit pinned on a rock down here and had to bail out. So kind of right from the start, we're already kind of checking and making sure everybody's okay, getting to him as quickly as we can. He was able to self-rescue and get into the eddy pretty quickly and pretty easily to get himself taken care of. All of the rapids within this canyon are pool and drop, so there is a brief time to recover after the rapid, especially at this level. That pool and drop becomes really prominent. This is Big Hummer, which at this level is not really challenging, but it gets to be a little bit punchier at higher water levels. But down at this lower flow, it's not much to really worry about. Funnel Falls is kind of one of the postcard rapids on here. You got these two rocks that creates a really nice channel, and I got my oar back down just a little bit early and kind of popped it out on the rock on the left. One of the problems with these fabric or like synthetic leather stirrups on the pins and clips is that they do drop down, so you do need two hands to get it back up, to get it back in. So I had to kind of wait till I had an opportunity to get that left oar back in. Surprise Rapid is another really fun rapid, similar to Funnel Falls. We've got kind of two rocks to squeeze between and a channel to flow down. At higher flows, that drop on the left becomes a pretty significant pour over that can create a hydraulic that can suck the tube under pretty well. But these lower flows, it's just a fun little run down from left to right. After Surprise Rapid, we get to Skull Rapid, which is the most technical rapid within the canyon, and it's the rapid of most consequence if things go wrong. There is an outcropping of rocks coming from the left that you have to kind of wait and get around, and then you got to break over this lateral into the slack water. And there's what's known as the razor rock right there, which can bounce you back into the main current. And it does want to funnel you, if you don't make that move, it does want to funnel you into the hole, which is formed on the rock right there. At this water level and lower, there is a channel down the right side, but it's not the most pleasant channel to try to make. Just after Skull Rapid is the Room of Doom, right there straight ahead of me. Where it's just a big, huge eddy. At lower flows, you can get in and out of it easily. At higher flows, it is very challenging. The water splits there on what's known as the Rock of Shock, which at higher flows can flip boats. Just barely downstream from Skull Rapid is Bowling Alley, which is a very fun, punchy rapid with a couple drops. And it does have a lot of different characteristics at different water levels. Sometimes you've got these two holes, sometimes you've got a couple more up top at a little bit higher flows. But it's a really fun rapid that you can kind of just go straight down the middle and square up for the holes at the bottom. One of the biggest hits on the river is Sock It To Me. I'm a little bit farther left here than I wanted to be, but it's a really fun hole where you can just kind of start a little further right and square up for the hole at the bottom. Water can tend to flow towards this wall straight ahead of me. It's known as the magnetic wall, and it has been known to flip boats. I've never really had a problem keeping off of it, but I think if you're up above 12,000, kind of in what's known as the terrible teens, that wall's a lot stronger of a pull. And the final rapid within Westwater Canyon is Last Chance. There's a big boulder right in the center of the river. At higher flows can be a really big pour over. At lower flows it's just an exposed rock. And there is a run to the right and the left. I take the left run here, just kind of a fun wave train. And I just didn't quite get all the way squared up for that last hit. But it's a fairly forgiving rapid. And so that is Westwater Canyon. It's an 18-mile trip. You can do it in a day. We did it in 2 days, but all of those rapids are packed into about 3 or 4 miles of canyon. One of the best short trips in the West.